uh, I'm going to make research about Augustus, who was the emperor of the Roman. Yeah. At first step, I will research. I will research him on Google. Augustus. Yeah. The Google will provide so many information about Augustus, and there's wiki and some Asian history. It's history of it, official in night, so it will be really helpful. But most of all time, I will open like 3 or more web pages at the same time. I will compare with that, and after that I will like go to BBC. Yeah, it's really famous, and BBC did so many research and article about the history and so many a great emperor of the history. So, but anyways, if I search it on Google, it will show me the English page, but English is not my first language, so yeah, sometimes I will compare that with my my first language is Chinese. So it's I think the useful search engine is named Baidu. Yeah, because it's always Chinese, so it's easy to understand. So I will I will use like three search engine about like Google, Baidu, and Bing. They will provide some same information. Yeah, most of all information are same, but they will provide some little bit difference. So the Google and Bing provide the same information. Is they were also provides the wiki and the Asian history. So, but Bing have provide another one is called Emperor Augustus. Is a Roman Empire. Roman Empire is only this website is only talk about Roman history. So this is a 3 important engine I always use. Yeah, and if sometimes if I want know Augustus more deeply, so I gonna say search the biography about himself. So this is a biography internet website. It's a Britannica. So after that, it's let's look back to the Baidu. There's a kind of internet community of Baidu, because most of all us, I think it's all of the fans of Augustus, they can talk with each other in this community. Yeah, because he's so famous and so awesome guy after all. He's a future Emperor August. The future Emperor August was born into a Christian family in Cities at Rome on 23 September 63 BC. So his father Gaius Octavius was the first in the family to become the senator, but died when Octavian was only 4. It was his mother who had the more distinguished connection. She was the daughter of Julia, sister to Caesar. So this is a difference between English page and Chinese page. The Chinese page only talked about what does he do, and what he did, and something about his life. Yeah. But In the biography website, they talked about like same information about Chinese. It says Augustus, also called Augustus Caesar, or Octavian. Octavian is his father's name. So Caesar, I think all people know him because he's the first emperor of Rome. So, and his original name is Gaius Octavius. Adopted name is Gaius Julius Caesar Octavianus. Octavianus. The first Roman Empire following the Republic. This is an important information because uh, the three website also talked about this. So the Republic. So it says which had been finally destroyed by the dictatorship of Julius Caesar, his great uncle and adopted father. His also created region is known as the Principate because he was the princeps. The first citizen at the head of that arrived outwardly reviewed Republican received oh no reviewed Republican in situations that alone made his autocracy playable. So the on the other hand, the Roman Empire Knight will talk more specific. So that include his appearance and more specific. It says he was the short stature, handsome, and well proportioned, and his possessed that commodity so rare in rulers, grace. So he suffered from bad teens and was generally of feeble health. His body was covered in spores, and he had many birthmarks scattered over his chest and body. So, as for his character, is that he was cruel when young, but became mild later on days. However, not just because as his position become more secure, the need for for he was still prepared to be ruthless. When necessary, he was tolerant of criticism, possessed a good sense for humor, and had a particular fondness for playing this, but often provide his guests with money to place bets.
Okay.